against the wall faggots. We didn't know what rights we had. We all just stood there and took it. There was only one person who arced up about it, and he was thrown into the divvy van.
Oh, it was hideous.
It was awful.
The thing is, they didn't expect to see as many women because they had to stand out for more women policemen.
I was stripped down to my underwear and I had to reveal my breast.
And because they weren't organised, they just kept people against the wall with their hands on their heads.
I was asked to take my shoes off, my socks off, my jeans off, my underwear off. As I was doing that, another private individual citizen was naked in front of me.
It was just, they just made it up as they went along. That's why they were there for so long. It was terrifying, absolutely terrifying.
The Commerce Club was packed on Saturday night for a gay and lesbian dance party. Just after 2 a.m, the music stopped, the lights came on, and 40 police stormed in.
And then Arlen De Silva, who was DJing, he put the smoke machine on. And then word got around, was like, it's a raid, it's a raid, it's a raid. And so people, if they had anything on them, they just dropped it on the floor.
It culminated in all 460 patrons at a gay dance party being strip-searched. Police have rejected claims the searchers were overzealous, describing the raid as an ordinary police operation.
I was disgusted with the behaviour of the plainclothes police in particular. Homophobia just dripped from him.
Jeff Kennett has weighed into the debate on a weekend drug raid at a Melbourne nightclub, saying police actions there appeared to be extreme.
And I think my comments at the time said, well, the police force are going to have to justify what they're doing, otherwise they run the risk of being quite correctly held to account for what I thought seemed to be a huge overreaction to whatever it was they were raiding the venue for.
I cannot believe that you can be out in a public venue having a good time and the next thing you know you're manhandled and pushed around and made to take all your clothes off.
Today it was police who were under scrutiny. Apart from criminal and civil action, the police involved could also face the sack. But community groups have demanded a more immediate response. They want tougher laws governing strip searches.
Police claimed that this raid was done according to the book. Well, if that is so, that book should be pulped and rewritten.
Now, 20 years later, the police force is saying sorry, which is an extraordinary admission. Welcome. I mean, it's a good force that's prepared to admit mistakes, and the acting commissioner is actually apologising for the way in which they went about the raid.
Simply put, the events that took place that night caused distress to the people who were in attendance and had a significant impact on the relationship between the LGBTI community and Victoria Police. It is therefore appropriate, as we near the 20th anniversary of that event, that Victoria Police extends a sincere apology to the community members that were impacted by that incident. We also extend a general apology to the broader LGBTI community for the impact that this event has had on our relationship over the last 2 decades. I am very proud of this organisation, but we can improve. We can change, and you can actually help show us the way. It is the right of every Victorian to be treated fairly and with respect and dignity by their police. Every Victorian must experience a police service that is culturally competent, ethical and professional. If this is not the case, then we will not have the trust or the confidence of the broad Victorian community.
So I think that's all very welcome, but it is 20 years later, and a lot of those people will still remember that night and what they were put through very vividly indeed.
Victoria Police sincerely hopes that the people involved in the events of the Tasty Nightclub specifically, and the LGBTI community generally, accept this apology and continue to work with Victoria Police to further strengthen and deepen our relationship.